out there, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. According to your time, according to where you'll be watching this video from later, how we are doing, hope all is well with us. My brothers and sisters, wow. Again, one of our sister, when he cry, come out. He cry, come out. He said his first daughter said don't die. He said the first daughter, the poor girl, go into hospital. She said as she read there, she can't sit down for stadium there. First set, call run and not say picky. Second set, call run and not say picky. The third one, now she get up, go the house, go ask the driver when he carry his daughter come school. Come the pass, it ask for say, you not go pick your daughter, you not drop her for here. He say it day here. And before the woman, the time when that woman take sit down there and the mistress and the teachers when they there, none of them even tell the woman say see what they happen. Now when the woman come out, come go outside, come go meet somebody say, hey, they look for a pikin. Now one man come tell and say the person when they carry come out. He say the woman say even see when the bus take speed, take come out. The poor woman sit down there since they look say pikin go come out. No say pikin they die for one corner. You no say pikin they die for one corner. They don't fit tell her even I don't know why some people know they look the kind of school when they carry their children they go. Children when they go into hospital, they're supposed to be extra care. Ambulance go there one side. I don't really know. I don't know what I want to. Okay, when I say that kind of thing happen, una not call picking papa, una not call picking mama, una keep pan till mama sit down there. Una not even chop, una not even they panic. When I say, madam, see what happen to your picking, no, una let the poor woman sit down there. And that maybe that time when that poor woman take sit down there now, you go reach and take drive with picking to the nearest hospital to help her. Una leave her, una put that. If mama don't come out for some minutes when say she takes it down before that bus can drive past her. You understand? If not be the say mother, the thing that they give her side, she not fit stay. It will say she not go as now, so that woman for just sit down there through. I don't know say if picking they give up for one corner. God. Where people at day? Where people at day? Where people at day for this life? Picking when they sound, picking when complete when go school. When dress go to hospital, na dead body, na mama come meet, na papa come meet. Very painful. Very, very painful. Anybody when be mother know the kind of pain when this woman go through now. Her body now go be like where they put fire. God, I just pray may God give this woman, the family they have to bear this pain. This is a very big loss, a very big pain for that matter. I pray may this our baby so rest in perfect peace. My brothers and sisters, make her not to take on our time. Make her live on her, make her listen to this our sister by on herself. Thank you, all my subscribers. God will continue to bless you guys for me. I never take you guys for granted at all. Thank you. Please still don't forget to help your sister to subscribe, share this video. Thank you all. Bye.
Started. I met the admin officer, I met the principal, I met part of the PTA committee, I met parents, then we greeted, I sat down. March past started. When the march past started, I looked. The first house marched. I didn't see my child. Second house marched. I didn't see my child. Third house marched. I didn't see my child. I said, she's in Pines, which is greenhouse. I said, maybe she's among the Queen's entourage. Because I remember she mentioned that she's among the entourage of the Queen or King or something like that. Those ones marched. I didn't see her. I said, okay, maybe she's in the arts and crafts or home economics or IT or photography or something. Those ones all passed. I didn't see my child. I got worried. I called the school, her school bus driver. Mr. Said, please, was my child among those you brought to the stadium that I have not seen her? I've been in this stadium now for going to some 30 minutes thereabouts and I've not seen my daughter. He said, Mommy Whitney, I brought her. She's in the stadium there. Don't worry, you will see her. I quickly left to go and do some things. I said, okay, no problem. As this time, the march past was still going on, dignitaries, parents, teachers, everybody was marching, the year 12 final year students, they were all marching. I didn't want to interrupt the march past because parents are opposite where children are kept. As after I finished speaking with the driver, he said he brought her. I said, okay. Maybe she got hungry and had to leave and buy something outside. Because she had breakfast before leaving the house. I made sure she had breakfast, knowing she was going for inter-house sport. And she was with money. I went to the snacks point outside. I didn't see my daughter. I said, where could this girl be? So I waited, March past was over, I crossed to the other side. On my way there, I met a man. The man said, madam, parents are not allowed at this side. I said, I know. I just want to check on my daughter. He said, okay. I went in there and I saw some students there. And I asked a boy there, please. Meanwhile, before I got to that across, a bus sped by on high speed, zoomed. And I said, how can a bus be driving like this when you know children are in the stadium? But I just said that and I went on my own. So when I saw the boy, I said, please, I'm looking for Whitney. Adeniran. The boy said, a girl just fainted here. But they have taken her, the school bus has taken her to the hospital. I said, a girl fainted. Oh, may God give her quick recovery. Why did she faint now? Anyway, I'm looking for Whitney Adeniran. She's my daughter. The boy said, the girl that fell, her name is Whitney. I heard them calling Whitney when they were pouring her water. I said, Jesus. But it's not my own child. My daughter's name is Whitney Adeniran. And I brought out my phone. The boy said, I don't know her surname, but I know her name is Whitney. I brought out my phone and I showed the boy her picture. And he said, this is the girl that fell. I said, what? What happened to her? Why would my child fall? She hasn't done anything strenuous. She wasn't sick. She hasn't done any activity. What is going on? Why would my child faint? A man was there. The man said, Madam, Ibilo Durosi, Oshubu, Eminimodo Misilara. Meaning she was standing here. She fell. I poured water on her. I said, who took her? He said, school bus. No ambulance, no doctor, no nurse, no medical personnel, nobody. There was no emergency provision on ground in a place where you have over 500 students, in a place where you have over 100 parents, in a country where insecurity is so high. You kept our children in that field with no proper medical arrangements in case of any emergencies. When the boy said the school bus took her, I said, oh, was it my child that was in that bus that sped by? I ran out. I met a staff coming towards me. The staff said, oh, Mommy Whitney, we've been looking for you. He was so calm and casual. I said, oh, Mommy Whitney, we've been looking for you. Whitney fell. I said, yes. And then she fell. He said, oh, yeah, she fell. But don't worry, she'll be fine. We've taken her to the hospital. I said, okay, let's go to the hospital. Immediately, I picked my phone. I called my husband. My husband wasn't picking. His PA said he was in a meeting. I said, please get the phone across to him. I don't care who is having that meeting with. Even if it is the governor, go and give him the phone. It's an emergency. The guy went and gave my husband the phone. I told my husband what happened. My husband said, okay, no problem. Go to the hospital. I will make a few calls and I will meet you there myself. I'm on my way already. I asked the staff, please, where is the hospital my daughter was taken to? She said, let him ask the principal. We asked the principal. Principal said it was Agege Central Hospital. I said, Agege Central Hospital. She said, yes. I brought out my phone. I put it on Google Map. It wasn't showing. I put it again. Agege Central Hospital. It was not showing. What I saw was Agege Central Mosque. I said, Central Mosque, Central Hospital. Ma, it's not showing. She said, don't worry, just ask around. Go. They would tell you. We drove out of the stadium to the gates. We asked the gatesmen. They don't know. We asked, as we were driving, we were asking people, please, where's Agege Central Hospital? They said they don't know that. What they know is Agege General Hospital. And I called. I said, Ma, is this Agege General Hospital or Central? They said it is Central. That is very close to the stadium. What we couldn't locate, don't worry, just ask around. Go. They would tell you. We drove out of the stadium to the gates. We asked the gatesmen. They don't know. We asked, as we were driving, we were asking people, please, where's Agege Central Hospital? They said they don't know that. What they know is Agege General Hospital. And I called. I said, Ma, is this Agege General Hospital or Central? They said it is Central. That is very close to the stadium. What we couldn't locate the place now? Nobody we were asking knew where it was. We were not able to get it on Google Map. I told the driver, you know what? Let's go to Agege Central Mosque. It is Central. Maybe if we get to the Central Mosque, somebody will be able to help us and show us where the hospital is. That was how we left. Fortunately, on our way there, before we got to the Central Mosque, we saw their school bus by the side of the road. So we automatically knew that was where she was. I jumped down from the school bus and I rushed in. Rushing in, I saw the woman that went with her, the staff that went with her. I said, Madam, where is my child? What happened? Why did she faint? She said, I don't know. She's in there. I went in there and I saw my daughter's corpse. The Sola did not say anything to me. I went in there and I met my daughter on her deathbed. She was already dead when I got there and I saw her. All this happened in less than 10 minutes. She was already dead. She was drenched, soaked to the skin. Water was dripping. I knelt down. I called on God. I shouted. I screamed. I felt her pulse. No pulse. I put my hand on her chest. It was deathly silent. My daughter was silent. I asked the doctor there. He said, Doctor, what happened to my daughter? The woman looked at me and said, Madam, from the way I'm saying things, is like cardiac arrest. I said, cardiac what? Whitney was 12. She was 12 October 30th last year, 2022. How does a 12-year-old have a cardiac arrest? No pre-existing medical condition, no pre-existing heart condition. She was hale and healthy. She was not sick in any form. If she was sick, I would never allow her leave the house. If she was sick, if she had even minor headache, I would never allow her leave the house. If she was sick, I'd have taken her to that school myself. But she was not sick. She was looking forward to the inter-house sport. Why was she not there? Why did my daughter die? I said, okay, even if she would die of cardiac arrest, why should one cardiac arrest kill a healthy teenager? Just one. She don't get stroke. She's not in coma. She's not unconscious. She's dead. And let me state this. By the time I got there, my daughter's lips had already turned black. Her tongue was turned black. I shook her. I held her by her shirts. That picture I see where she's lying down, I held her by her clothes. I jacked her up and I threw her and my child fell. No response. I carried her on my body. She was flopping. She was flopping. I kept asking the staff that came with her, what happened to my child? What happened to Whitney Adeniro? This is my first fruit on earth. Me, Lori, oh, you are coming like Kilo Shele, mommy. Nobody could give me an answer. Not long afterward, the principal came. Other staff came. Even admin staff came. By then, my husband too was already on his way. By the time my husband got there, my husband did not even go with the mind of, because I didn't tell him. He was driving. I didn't tell him anything. I just said, just start coming. He said, have you seen her? I said, I've seen her. Just come. When he got there, he parked his car. He didn't even put it off because his mind was, okay, let me go in and pick my child. And let me state, my child was not taken to a hospital. She was taken to an immunization center. But that is not even my pain. My pain is there was no proper first aid management. There was no proper management. There was nothing that was done for her. She was brought to the hospital dead because when her medical reports came in, it said dead on arrival. That was what her medical report said. When my husband came, he went in straight to where she was to pick his child and go to another hospital. He came in and met her dead. He screamed, shouted, Desola! That is, yes, stand up. What is happening to my child? My husband knelt down, crying, begging doctor, please help me. This is my first child. Imagine God must enjoy, shall me. I cried. I begged them. I will sell everything I have for my child to be alive. The woman looked at me and said, Madam, it is too late. Nothing can be done. She's gone. I've been asking Chrisland, what happened to my child? Nobody's telling me anything. Since on Thursday, what happened? Nobody, I'm just hearing different stories. They were at my house yesterday. I told them, I knelt down. I said, please, Mas, you are mothers like me. For the sake of God, tell me what happened. I don't want to have to open up my child for autopsy. Let me bury this girl in peace and let it go. Please tell me what happened to my child. They are not saying anything to me. They are saying, oh, she's slumped. Oh, she's slumped. Oh, she's slumped. How? calling me, oh, Mommy Whitney, we sympathize with you. Somebody said, oh, I learned from the school authorities she was a sickly child. I said, my child sickly? My own child sickly? That is not true. I'm not an irresponsible woman. I'm not an irresponsible parent. Me and my husband, we place our children as priority. If my child complained of even a slight headache, she would never have gone to that school that day. She would not have gone. I would take her to the hospital immediately. Milo money, how many I get? How many I get? So I go take one, they play. How many? Chrisland up to this moment is not telling me anything. They're telling me, Bakadara, go and bury her. Bakadara, how do I accept Kadara that my first fruit, my 12-year-old, is late, is dead, out of carelessness? There was no ambulance. There was no medical doctor on ground. There was no trained personnel. Why was she drenched in water? Who poured water on her? What happened? Nobody is telling me anything. They're protecting their school integrity. I'm seeing some comments that is breaking my heart, but I will not curse you. I will pray for you, and I will say, the pain I'm going through, may you never experience it. This pain I'm going through, may you never. I don't have an enemy in this world, but I will not wish on my worst enemy. I pray no mother has to go through what I'm going through. IG police, if you are a father, come to my rescue. Last suit, my daughter's body is in your mortuary. Chrisland, what happened to this Oladeniran? You people will answer me. No matter what it takes. If it takes my last blood, you will answer me. You will tell me what happened to my daughter. If it is the last night before I die, you will tell me what happened to Desola. You will tell me what happened to my daughter. All this your story of she slumped is a lie. I don't agree. Let's see what I do, my picking. Tunde not. Oba, come to my rescue. What's it, Mama me? Oh, this love that wants it for mother me. Lord, if I am mother in this world, because I'm on my knees, I can now. You're because pity me. Oh, I'm not asking for a protest. No. All I want is answers. I want to bury my child in peace. I need closure. I need closure to bury my 12-year-old. And the closure I want is answers. Finish. That's all I want. All I want is answers. Anybody that has answers, please. If you're a mother in Chrisland High or baby, let me ask your children what happened. Equally, I'm on my knees. If you're a mother and your child was at that stadium on the 9th Agege Stadium, help me ask your child what they know. I'm on my knees, I'm pleading, I'm begging. Please help me. If you have a child in Chrisland High, your niece, your nephew, you are a guardian, anybody, and they can tell you truthfully what happened to Omodesola Whitney Adeniran, my first child. Please help me. I just want closure. I'm not asking for a protest. I'm not interested. I'm not asking for a protest. All I want is my child. All I want is for me to bury her in peace. I've already bought caskets. I don't agree. I don't buy casket. No problem. They say I'm not going to use my hand bury my pikin, but I'm going to use my hand bury my pikin. They say that she go bury me.